Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's B Plus, and it's time for the longest standing tradition on this YouTube channel, and that is sitting behind this camera, talking into this mic, and going through my Spotify Wrapped. I'm super excited about it. Like I said, I've been doing this since 2018, and I love it. I love it. So I actually put on my little Christmas shirt because this is like opening up a Christmas present for myself. So let's go ahead and grab my phone here, and I will go ahead and open up my Spotify. I always forget to make sure that I am recording my screen. So screen recording is on, and now let's get into it. All right, so before I tap this and get into the 2024 Wrapped, if you look in the top right hand corner of the screen, I have something called the Ultimate Kids playlist. And the reason why I've made some mistakes along the way throughout the past years of not making sure that I put all the kids songs into a particular playlist, and then telling Spotify not to consider those songs as it's making my Spotify Wrapped end of the year joint. So last year I thought I did it, but I forgot that my son, he listens to from kid music all the way through everything. And so when I marked his playlist to not include in my taste, it excluded some of the songs that I actually liked. Actually, like not grown up music like that, but like music that I just like. So I actually put them all into an ultimate playlist. So we're gonna see how clean it is. We're gonna see just how clean my my Spotify Wrapped is this year. So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and hop into my 2024 Wrapped. That's Aha. He killed this song too. Yeah, that was a tough song. I like that whole Maverick City joint. So 52,000 minutes listened to this year. That's top 4% in the world. Your biggest listening day was August 31st. Why would that have been? I listened to 4,589 songs this year. All right, so what is my top song? Is Ooh Wee. Now, actually, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it because, and I'm in the top 0.05% of global listeners for that song. That's probably because of my son. Like I told you, like my son has a playlist that has everything from kids music to a lot of Christian hip hop, CCM, gospel. Whatever I listen to, he listens to, and I keep it clean. So this was one of my favorite songs, just because there's so many different styles, and here it almost has like the vibe of like Fat Man Scoop. Rest in peace to him. But so a lot of that is me, and a lot of that is my son. So let's keep going. I streamed it 73 times starting on March 17th. I'm guessing that's the day that they came out. I'm a huge Tory Deshaun fan. I'm so happy that he finally dropped an album this year. Really tough album. Oh gosh, see, people from work. Hold on 1 second. All right, let me get this. Hold on. Do not disturb. See, I knew I was forgetting to do something. All right, so let me get back to my Spotify. All right, we back. I gotta do this part over now. Okay. Man, this has got to be up there for me. This is Ryan Ofe. Love his album. Surprise. Man. Every morning, I probably listen to New every morning for like 3 or 4 months since that album came out. Shout out to Aha Gazelle. I got to meet Aha this year, and the dope thing about it, I don't think I shared this anywhere before, but when I met Aha, the guy that was introducing, so basically there was a guy there who would introduce himself to him, kind of get his name, and then while Aha was taking a picture with the next person or with the first person, and then he would introduce that person to Aha, and then he would go to the next person. So when I came to that person, I'm not sure who it was, but he was just kind of like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I think he might have even said my name. He said B plus. I'm like, wait a minute, like, you know me? He was like, yeah, we know who you are. And I was just like, we know who you are. So that was pretty cool. I got to meet Aha, and he actually, the team at least knows of me, and they told me they appreciate the support, all that type stuff. So really dope moment, dope moment for me this year. So let's keep going. So this is one of the kid songs that snuck through. Another kid song that snuck through. What song is this? I think it's Bluey. See, this is on you, Ice. I blame you, Ice. It says, January was your funny talent show dance phase. Kids Bop, Bluey, DJ Casper. But shout out to the little homies. Love my kids. All right, we back to Ooh Wee in March. What else do we got? And March was Academic Black. Let's go. Academic Black Gospel. I don't know what that is, but oh yeah, it's Todd Delaney. I love that album. It was my August. So hold on. August was my smooth vocal ensemble gospel moment. Big artists were Todd Delaney, Maverick City, and Chandler Moore. Let's go back to the other one for March. I don't think I picked the artist on there completely. Come on. All right, so it says you were all about artists like Aha Gazelle, No Big Deal, and Swoop. And shout out to Aha Gazelle, No Big Deal, and Swoop. They actually were all on the same song back in 2022. The name of the song it's on Bodega. I had it, then I lost it. What's the name of the song? It's going to irritate me. Y'all let me know. Probably Bars and Beats, you in the chat. I know you in the chat. Let me know what song it is. Let's keep going. I listened to 1,940 artists. Who are my top 5 though? This is the moment. Aha. And the crazy thing about Aha, let me stop it, is that I don't think he dropped his September pack this year, but a lot of that was from the songs that he dropped in 23. Yeah, so that's interesting that Aha was still my number 1. Like a cup of queso. Your longest streak was 8 days. I'm in the top 5 or 0.5% of listening for him, over 2,000 minutes. All right. What is the rest of the 5? It's gotta be No Big Deal. All right. Actually, let me see if I can guess it. I want to say there's some singers in there, so I would want to say Ryan Ofe or Madison Ryan Ward or Chandler Moore. There's got to be some vocalists in there somewhere. It's not all rap for sure, but let's reveal it. All right, so we got Aha Gazelle, we got No Big Deal, we got Tori Deshawn, we got Swoop, and one vocalist, Ryan Ofe. I'm telling you, that Ryan Ofe album is fire. Shout out to Swoop. again, story time, I got to meet Swoop this year, and it was the same thing. Like, I met Swoop, and he was just kind of like, I'm familiar with the work you put in, and yeah, I've been a fan of Swoop since the beginning. Shout out to Ohio and Tory Deshawn. Like I said, so excited that his new album came out this year. No big deal. It's like the artist of the year. He's been everywhere. Thanks for coming along for the ride. They didn't have any quizzes this year.
Can't forget about the OGs who vouch. If you can't say amen, then say ouch. Lately I've been having more to do and less to say. I get too excited when plans get canceled. I didn't want to go anyway.
All right, so now what we are going to do, we are going to switch over to the top 100 songs. I'm gonna kind of just work my way through it. May not talk about each and every song, but I will just kind of skim through, going from the bottom 100 all the way to the top 5, which I just revealed. So I'll be right back. You guys sit tight. All right, and we are back. Let's walk through my top 100 songs here, and starting off with 100 Act
Read a lot of Paul, this ain't no mall, there ain't no blurting.
by Indie Tribe. So that's a song from the previous year, but still obviously was in rotation. Other things to stick out: Christian song. One of my favorite songs on Tory Deshawn's album that I've mentioned a couple times now. The name of the album is called Come and See. Really, really, really dope song. Up next.
Really don't change much if you a tycoon or a tight ball.
Now that's because of my son. I keep mentioning my son. He loves John Keith. So on his own, he's 6 years old. He went back and he's just going through John Keith's discography, and he really loves the song Up Next. And he always likes to say, you turn on Up Next, and then he'll say, what's up next? And I'm like, Up Next. So that's a little joke we have. But yeah, so that's a nice one. Jared Sanders, Arizona. Really nice song. I got a chance to interview Jared Sanders. I keep saying I got a chance to interview people. For those that don't know, I am a radio personality with Holy Culture Radio. Make sure you download the Holy Culture Radio app. 24/7 Christian hip hop. There's radio personalities with personalized dope shows each and every day and each and every weekend. I'm on the weekend at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I keep saying my show, interviewing people, and I never gave like the context for those who are new to the channel. So probably should have said that at the opening. So let's keep going. 92, we got Regeneration.
Who would I be without them? I couldn't breathe, my breath came from them.
One of my favorite albums of the year is I Love NK. God Problems. That's the original. So that's not the original, but that's the one with Naomi Rain. I thought that might be the remix with Miles Minnick, but it's not. Die for the Party, Lecrae.
I deserve death along with all these liars and hypocrites.
Very iconic moment for Lecrae and for Christian hip hop, for the biggest rap star in the world right now, Kendrick Lamar. Talking about Lecrae and wondering what Lecrae would do in such a situation that he finds himself in with this rap beef with Drake. So really dope. Continuing on, see, we got some kid songs popping through. We got There's a Cat Licking Your Birthday Cake.
There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today.
Yeah, you're gonna get some kid songs. Like I said, I tried to get all those songs into a playlist, so this didn't happen, but I wasn't so lucky. Continuing on, I really love this song Roses.
I could rest beside my pain, instead I choose your peace.
By Hovey and Sam Henshaw. I'm a big Sam Henshaw fan, so it was dope to see him in the Christian hip hop space. Again, I Thank God. That is one of my kids' favorite songs. My daughter and my son. Lift 'Em Up. Lecrae and Beam, that song grew on me. When I first heard it, I was just like, I'll pass. But then it made its way into a playlist.
I can't get no sleep.
And that song is recent, so for it to be in the top 100 says a lot. It says a lot about how much I really love that song. So it's time. It's a great workout song.
My sin is on the ground, twitching like that sin not boy.
A great song to kick me into shape. So that's really dope. Ryan O'Fay, Restore. Nobody But Jesus. Really, really nice joint.
He's still healing minds.
Rescuing the blind.
So we got some more kid songs in here. Astronaut in the Ocean. I think that's a remake of like a real song. We got some Trolls in here. We watched a bunch of the Trolls movies this year. Some more Bluey. Some Todd Delaney. So we got some more gospel. That's that joint with Tim Godfrey from Nigeria. Really, really nice praise song. God Ain't Done.
Only one you answer to. Oakland, LA, East Atlanta.
Nice vibe to that one. DJ Mosky, shout out to him. He's everywhere, literally everywhere. I did get to meet DJ Mosky this year. He was at Swoop's Grammy party, and that was really, really dope. Really dope to meet Mosky, because I've been following him for a long time as well. Swoop, Coffee Scan.
Replays when you black.
We Go On, one of my favorite albums of the year. This joint, Friends, one of my favorite songs. Probably one of my favorite Ruslan songs.
Never been afraid to holler out, my God's the greatest. Ain't gotta make sense.
And I really like that remix on Friends. Gonna Be. Now, Sire, I think I'm saying his name right. If you like Chris Brown, you will like Sire. That's all I'm gonna say. Go check that out. Continuing on, shout out to Armand Wake Up.
I am a living concept. God all in my fine print.
Really loved his EP that came out. A couple anthem songs for me this year on there. So no big deal. Imago Day.
Is that a preacher or a wolf that's covered in the wool?
D-Mob, regardless, very dope. Very, very dope.
I'm doing good, so I put that on my Shazai.
Todd Delaney. I'm surprised Todd Delaney's not my top artist this year. He must have been right up against like that number 5, because I listened to a lot of his album, The Journey. I think it won a Stellar Award this year. Continuing on, you'll see some Tori Kelly in here. We loved her project, Tori, one of my favorite vocalists. Continuing on, there it goes, More Than Able with Evan Ford. Really, really dope remix, a reimagining of that song. I mentioned earlier that my son loves John Keith, so he's gone back through his discography, and That's God
You keep sending out texts, I ain't read it though.
is one of his songs. So shout out to John Keith. You have a young fan. So Chasing Ghosts, Swoop, Lecrae.
I prayed up to God and he told me I should go and wait.
Really, really, really nice song. Continuing on, we got some more Aha Gazelle.
I need to stop overthinking, I do that a lot.
We got Leave It to God.
Attachment, they turn a kid to an addict, all in the name of the cash.
No Big Deal.
Try to clutch it and pull up and dump it. The money I got it to spend.
Jared Sanders has a really, really nice project. He had a couple of really nice projects. Talk to Me, Nice Volume 1 and Volume 2. Really, really nice. Madison Ryan Ward. I'm surprised she's not on here more. Maybe she's up higher. But On Me,
That it's never wasted on me.
man, that's the opening track of her project entitled Purified Love. My wife actually just went to the Madison Ryan Ward concert this week. Very, very dope. Shout out to Bluey once again. Bluey has snuck into the top 60. Continuing on, we have Let Me Holler at Your Player.
Y'all let me holler at your player.
That is Propaganda. Very, very dope song. Very, very dope songs that he has to go along with his podcast. So I'm a lifelong Propaganda fan. He's one of the OGs in this area. But he's not talked about enough. But definitely a fan of Propaganda. Sunday is a very dope artist.
Now I'm crying, now Jesus Christ is Lord.
Very dope artist. I was happy to see that Sunday was featured on Psalm 88 on Jackie Hill Perry's project. Very dope project by Jackie Hill Perry. Dante Bowe, Lean On.
And I hear the voices sing.
Lean On and Easy On Me. He's got 2 songs in the top 50 basically.
Catch all my tears when they fall.
Just love both of those songs, especially Easy On Me. Really, really dope. We got Paul Russell. Eat, Pray, Love. That's a nice one. John Batiste. he just came out with his Beethoven blues album. Really nice. If you like classical music and or jazz, you got to check out that Beethoven blues album by John Batiste. Continuing on, we got Pain on My Mind.
The flesh is so weak, life is a vapor, the air is divine.
Yes, we got some more Bluey in here. Love Like That. That is a that's a really dope one by Hovey. Tori Deshawn and Alice Jean. Friend in Me. The Walls Group. That is my daughter's absolute favorite song in the world. And the Walls Group, they can just really sing their faces off, each and every one of them. So shout out to them. Speaking of the Walls Group, right above it is Daryl Walls on Todd Delaney's song, Great Things. And Great Things is a Mike Toss is a continuation of this song here. So these songs go together. They're one big long song, but they broke them apart. And Mike Toss, Jabari Johnson was on there. Shout out. I saw Jabari Johnson on a Sunday flying back into DFW, but I can tell it was late at night. He probably was somewhere singing at somebody's church, and that dude he looked tired. So I was like, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna bother him. Continuing on, I'm happy that this song is on the list. I'm surprised it's not higher. And a quick story about this song. The name of the song is Working On Me. It's by Call Me D.
I fall and get back up. You be tripping. They call it balance. That ain't me right there.
I actually been listening to his music a little bit this year, but this song popped through. It's like my anthem song. For a while I was listening to it. I will park my car in the back of the building at my job, and I walk around the building just to get some extra steps in, and just to kind of clear my brain before I go into work. And that's the song normally that I put on. But the reason I wanted to tell the story is because I actually sent Call Me D to my homie Luke DiMarzio and said, check out this song. And something that I've never heard. Luke DiMarzio was like, I've never heard of him. And I was just like, congratulations to me. I actually mentioned an artist to Luke DiMarzio, and he didn't know who he was. So I don't know if anybody else has that, but I have a gold star. I have a gold star because of that moment. Continuing on, what do we got? Actually, let me do something. I don't know why I've been doing this the whole time. We gonna get this live. I don't know why I made myself so small. Maybe it's too big, but let's make it a little bit smaller. Let me make sure this is kind of in the middle. I think that's good. All right, so let's keep going. So Call Me D. Check him out. Right below that, Life of Your Dreams. Swoop again. We Go On. Check out We Go On. Really dope. And the song Friends by KB. His Glory Alone too. Shout out to him. I believe he won a Dove Award this year. And little behind the scenes. I am working on an entire show about Friends. So this song will be featured. Friends by KB. Friend in Me will be featured as well. The song with Ruslan on Friendship is on will be on there, and there's a few other. And I've been working on a talk either for radio or just a Bible study type of deal on friendship. Yeah, so that's just a little bit of just randomness. Keeping on, now we are up and around. Yeah, so some more Ryan Ofe, Celebrate. Tastes like freedom. Really dope song off of his album as well. Big God, Tim Godfrey from Nigeria. Love that song a lot. And there's like a little dance that goes along with it. Me and my daughter, we be doing the Big God dance together. So that's fun. Back Up. It's better searching for you leaving late. Back the heck up. By Jared Sanders. Love that song. Sail Out of the Corner. William Kata. I think I'm saying his last name right. But that one's joint. But that joint is dope. Slide back to Tori Deshawn real quick. If I Die. Days, Holly screaming, crying. Wow, wow. Really nice song. Not a part of his Come and See album, but still dope nonetheless. Continuing on, let's just go down to 20. Yeah, so from 20 on, we got 20, we got Menace,
Flirt, if you know the darkest stains about me, you would be disturbed.
Temple,
See, the second that you count me out, I
Circles.
calculate.
Armand Wake Up, Taylor Gray. I did have Armand Wake Up on the channel, and got a chance to talk with him about that EP. And him and Taylor are amazing tag team. Omema. Again, shout out to Nigeria. Chandler Moore did a great job. I think Tim Godfrey wrote on that song. Next up, 24. That's Velvet. One of my favorite songs of the year. I'm surprised it's not higher. I need to just, man, I did not do as many album reviews this year just because, quite frankly, people don't watch them. And I don't want to spend a ton of time on something if it just doesn't, if it's not going to resonate with what people want to watch. But I'm going to get back to doing album reviews next year because I think it's fun. And I feel like it's needed. I feel like we need more reviews. And I don't think we need less reactions, but we just need more reviews. I'm not going to say that one's more important than the other because they both have its place. So With God, Ryan O'Fay, another really dope one. Tribe on the Move is goes without saying. So let's go to 11 and down. So My Help. Again, Todd Delaney. I don't know how he's not one of my top artists this year because there he goes, My Help. And then number 15, I Lift My Eyes. It's like, how is this man? Like, I mean, I got a lot of Ryan O'Fay in here as well. So yeah, I just feel like Todd Delaney should have probably been in my top. So this song Abide by Ryan O'Fay. Song is perfect song. Just talking about what we need to be doing on an everyday basis. Like Abide is like, yeah, it's a wonderful word to do a word study on. It really is. There's a passage, I believe it's in John. Don't get me trying to quote scripture because I get terrible at it, but it uses the word abide like 9 times in like 3 verses. If you abide in him, he'll abide in you. Yeah, it's just a really good verse. So deep dive into that. Baptized, Not Clyde. Fire, What I Needed. Man, it's just my life story. A lot of times I spend time being a little upset or not really understanding how God's moving. But in hindsight, what I find out is that like it's what I needed. God gave me exactly what I needed. So Swoop, Hold On.
Lord, intervene. Standing in a need.
More Swoop. Oceans. I don't see how that's not top 5. I don't see how that's not top 5 because Oceans, that was my joint. Man, she went crazy on there. So anyway, number 10, Jared Sanders, Decent.
Everything is decent. I don't want to breathe in.
Man, that song was like my prayer. Like, I'm trying to think how to put it. Like, literally, like, I would feel the need to pray and I would just turn on Decent. I would just turn it on and just listen to it because like these words that Jared wrote, it's exactly what's on my heart. So shout out to Jared Sanders, man. That song was a prayer, a literal prayer for me. So not surprised. Actually, let's just reveal the top 10. All right, so we at the top 10 here. I'm not surprised God's Hand.
It's a matter of meditation, not medication. Lift me up to the Father like levitation.
Is That High, Renaissance, The Christians Got It.
Tell them like no way.
We really do got it. And No Big Deal. I was going back and watching the Holy Smoke concert from 22, maybe? Might have been, no, from 23. And he actually said that. I don't know if it was the first time he said it, but it seemed like it was the first time he mentioned that the Christians got it, looking for Renaissance. I'm not sure exactly what he said. I'll put the clip in right here.
They thought hip hop was dead. It's just that the Christians got it wrong.
So sometimes, again, by Our Mind Wake Up,
But you live and learn to be okay with it. It's okay to miss.
I'm surprised he's not in my top 5 this year. He must have been really, really, really close. But I listened to a lot of AHA. So the Maybe It's Me.
Truth is, I don't get mad no more. Why you get mad when you just like me?
The Maybe It's Me joint by AHA. That's what I listened to, a whole lot of that. So there you have it. You have that's my top 100. That's my top 100. And I think I just lost my screen again. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. So I really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out my Spotify Wrapped. Like I said, this is my longest standing tradition here on the channel, sitting down talking to this mic about my Spotify listening habit. So appreciate you guys. Feel free, like I said again, to check out Holy Culture Radio. They do amazing work. We have a lot of great things to talk about in Christian hip hop. So make sure you go over there. And if you watch to the end of this video, you must enjoy a little bit of what I'm saying. So make sure that you are subscribed. I know sometimes you videos pop up for a page, but you're still not subscribed. So make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun. So until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive. Hey, what's going on, positive people? Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Make sure you like, share, and leave a comment below of your thoughts on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Be positive, y'all. How about now? You guys got me now? Dang, my fault, y'all. But yeah, what I was saying was thank you guys for sticking around even after I have an after party and I didn't have the audio on. But yeah, happy to have you guys here. I had a lot of people on YouTube and also on X. And I don't know if you guys remember Triple E. Triple E had a song called Robot. It was called Robot. And I just need to get like a small clip of that. So I can just kind of play. So for those who are watching on Twitter, just prove you're not a robot. Just come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and just leave a comment and say, I came from Twitter, because the viewership is always crazy high on X, formerly known as Twitter. That could be the case, but also there's a lot of bots. There's a lot of bots on X. They're trying to do a good job of cutting them down, but they be bots. They be bots out there. That's terrible English. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. But yeah, so there were a few questions during the live that I wanted to talk about. Shout out to DJ Grateful in the building. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got Tamsir. I hope I'm saying your name right. I hope I'm not butchering it too much. But thank you, Sir Man, for being here. Yeah, like I said, of course, my homie Bars and Beats is here in the building. My homie Lank stopped by. Jason Buka, I think I'm saying your name right. You stopped by as well. So thank you guys for gracing the channel. So I got a few questions, and you guys let me know if you like this format, especially for you guys that have been around for a while. A lot of times I premiere a video and I just kind of premiere it, play it. But I'm thinking about doing what I did tonight, which is have a pre-recorded video and play that live so I can then interact with the people who are making comments. So let me know if you like that format. I liked it better because I can actually see the comments. And I was able to just kind of pre-record the video, have it done and out the way. You guys are here for the after party, so I'll give you guys some behind the news. So tomorrow, at the same time, 9:15, I will be going live once again. This time, it will be a pre-recorded conversation that I have with Stephen Malcolm. So Stephen Malcolm was on, I think this is crooked. This is driving me crazy. It probably isn't crooked for y'all, but it looks crooked to me. That's my water bottle. Got to get my H2O. But yeah, but I had Stephen Malcolm on my radio show last week, a conversation about his verse on Bodega. Man, his verse on Blam was crazy. Do I still have it loaded? I ain't gonna worry about it. I was gonna play it for you guys real quick. But anyway, but I will be going live tomorrow night to debut that. Yeah, Boris. I'm debuting that interview tomorrow night at this same time. So I'm super excited about that. That's gonna be dope. And man, he's a good dude. He's a good dude, a lot of energy, man. He brought it on that song. To have that patois style, that Jamaican style, and it was so many different styles on that song. You had Stephen Malcolm, you had Klesso, who is just one of the most creative, gifted people in our space, and then one of the OGs, Dre Murray. I'm a big Dre Murray fan, so that will be tomorrow. So if you ain't doing nothing at the same time tomorrow, 9:15, I would love to have you guys stop by once again. But now I've talked enough. Jack Attack, if you're still here, he made this comment during the video. He says this is random, but people are saying that Christian rap is the new mainstream. Do you think it is? Sorry, struggling with reading tonight. It's funny you asked that earlier in the broadcast, but then later I played that clip from No Big Deal saying that that the Christians got it. And what was so dope about that is obviously that's on his song Renaissance, but that clip from the clip from that concert, that was from, I guess that would have been August of 23. And that Renaissance song did not come out until 2024. But it's possible because, I mean, No Big Deal obviously has a bunch of songs. Like, that dude had a crazy year. So it's possible that he already had that song, and that's why he made that comment. But I do feel like Christian hip hop is causing a renaissance. I think it can. I'll say that. I think it can cause a renaissance within hip hop, just because. I mean, you can make a list. You can make a list of all these different artists who have been coming out saying that, like, they don't rap about, they don't live the life about the stuff they're rapping about. Like, you had I think Fat Joe went on there and said like 97% of stuff I'm rapping about I don't do. Really D1 has been leaning on the culture a lot lately. So I think that we can be mainstream. We can cause a renaissance just because we actually rap we actually are rapping what we are living. As opposed to like the world, we had court cases. We have a whole beef going on, and there's rumblings on both sides of people saying that they're not really the person that they say they are. This is a whole lot going on with authenticity in rap. Oh, who was it? Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs is he's a rapper out of Gary, Indiana. Really tough. I mean, he's really good. He's really good, but he raps gun bars, drug bars, that type of stuff. And he actually came out in an article recently just saying that, like, hey, I don't want to have to do this, but like, this is what I've been like kind of lumped into. So for that reason, I think that we have the potential to be the new mainstream. I think we have the potential to cause a renaissance just because, frankly, we're just better. I mean, like, if you just listen to like the production, I think that we have grown by leaps and bounds. I think that we are super creative. We have regional music, which the mainstream doesn't always have a whole lot. We have a regional sound with Boopy, Tory Deshawn, out of East St. Louis. He has a unique sound. You got people like a Klesso down in Florida who has a unique sound that's kind of unique to Florida. You have Mouse Medic and John Keith. What's the name of their album? They are working on an album now. Hold on. I think I just lost something. My bad. But yeah, they're working on an album, West Indies. It's called West Indies. They were just on Big Boy's show. I need to react to that. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Maybe I'll just pull that up. Their song that they debuted on there. That might be fun. Or maybe I save that till tomorrow night. I don't know. because I have not eaten. And it's almost 10 o'clock Central Time. So, Jack Attack, hope that answered your question. I think it has the potential to be mainstream, and that kind of goes into like the next question that I got from that Bars had. Let me see if I can grab Bars question. Let's keep going. Where is it at? You definitely asked the question, Bars. That's gonna be a matter if I can find it or not. I thought I pinned it. Any other questions? Oh yeah, there we go. It's a perfect segue. How do you think the Rolling Loud CHH set will change the space? And like, it's funny that like all these things kind of lined up, from Jack Attack's comment that he made in the question that he had, to the No Big Deal snippet from the concert that I had, to this question here now, Rolling Loud set. Man, I'm super excited about it. Because, and this makes me think back to KB had a really good video that he dropped on IG right after Kendrick mentioned Lecrae. And that's another big moment. Talking about like we're having a moment right now, the potential to be the new mainstream. Right after Kendrick mentioned Lecrae, KB had an IG video talking about how we're not in a position where we're needing a cosign from the world. But it is it's the same thing that happened in the Bible. Let's just go back to the Bible. I wish it's in Daniel. It's early on, and they had the influence of King Nebuchadnezzar. They had they were actually watching for them. They were looking at the excellence that they walked in, and it was putting them on notice. And that's all this was happening. The excellence that we have in our craft. And the cool thing about Kendrick calling out Lecrae was it had nothing to do necessarily with his craft. He said he wondered what he would do, not like wonder what he would like musically. He was just asking, like, I wonder what he would do in this situation. So that was a really dope moment. And a callback to KB's dope video. If you guys can hop on IG, I think it's still up somewhere on this IG to check that out. That was a really dope moment. But hit the wrong button. I want to leave it up. But yeah, so I lost my train of thought. So going back to Rolling Loud, I think that this is an awesome opportunity for, in the same way that that Daniel and the three Hebrew boys, the same way that their excellence got them put on, and they were looked at as honorable people in this wicked area. I feel like this is the same situation. I feel like CHH being here at Rolling Loud, number one, they're going to kill it. I can't remember who's all going to be on. I think it was Alex Jean, Miles Minnick, John Keith, No Big Deal. I think those are the people that are on there. So I'm looking forward to it. To see those videos. I'm thinking about, man, I may just react to that as well. But yeah, so I really do feel like it's going to be a dope moment once again for us here, and looking forward to. I actually don't know when it is. I know Rolling Loud is a big deal. I can't tell you I've ever watched anything on it, just because I'm not looking for the world. I'm not looking for a lot of what they have to offer. And I'm trying to take this tweet down now. Not tweet, but message down. There we go. I'm not looking for them. I do keep my ear to the streets with like some of the major artists and some independent artists that actually aren't on complete foolishness. But for the most part, I mean, you guys just saw my top 100 songs. You didn't see one. I mean, outside of kid songs, you didn't see anything that was non-Christian, just because like on a regular basis, I'm not listening to a whole lot of what the world has to offer. But I do dip in just so I can kind of know what I'm dealing with. I just went and played basketball for the first time since July, so that felt great today. My body feels awful right now, but it felt great to be out there, but to be able to like know what's important to them and know kind of what's on their mind. Yeah, it's important to keep your ear to the street a little bit, and not just feel like you're always wagging your finger, but you can actually kind of speak the language, and not like a bad language, but just speak the culture to them. So yeah, that's what I got. Do we have any other thoughts or questions? Because I am hungry, and like I said, I hooped today. And man, this funny thing happened today. So the gym, so I live in the DFW area. There's a huge church down the street called Prestonwood Baptist Church. It's one of the biggest Southern Baptist baby churches. But they have they have people from like semi-pro teams practicing there, catch from overseas. I don't play with them because they have their own special run, but we have it's really good running there. And there was a guy in there who there was a guy in there like, so I'm like 6'2", close to 180. So I'm not a small human. But there was a guy there who was like maybe 5'9", weighs less than me, but he just has a whole lot of spunk. He has a whole lot of spunk. And this is just a random story before I shut it down, unless I get another question. Had a lot of spunk, talking a lot of trash. He can hoop though. He can hoop. He can get to a spot. He over dribbles a little bit too much. And if he just stopped at 15 feet and knocked down the jumper, he would be good. But he wants to get in there and do the slow, hezzy, and try to do. I'm like, dude, you just stop at 10 feet. You got it. But he wants to do all the other stuff, and he just wants to do the little jelly layups and stuff. I'm like, you don't have to do all that. Like, the game is easy. But anyway, so he's doing all that and calling fouls and all this stuff. So he gets to arguing with somebody. He's arguing with a guy who's like an ex-NFL player. So dude is literally like, got me by at least 2 inches. So this dude is maybe 6'4", 6'5", 270. Like, this dude is big. Played for the Redskins, played for somebody else as well. I know his nickname, but Leno, but I can't remember his actual name. But anyway, so this little bitty dude just chirping at him and like almost like challenging him to a fight. And the look on his face was just kind of like, dude, I could pick you up and toss you over this hoop. It was just funny. It's just funny how like pride and what do you want to call it? Just aggression and competition is probably the best way to put it. Just makes you feel 10 times bigger than what you are. So so random story time. So looks like we don't have anything else. So so if this is your first time checking out the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. And just kind of tap in with the community. It's a fun place. It's not much of like, it's not a community like a huge space, but to me it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to just meet other Christian hip hop fans. And I think I've met a few more tonight that I did not know. So there's that. Also, feel free to follow me over on IG. I can be found at DJ_B_plus. That's where you can find me. Let me just put this back up here. You can see it right there on the screen. Yeah, so DJ_B_plus. You can find me there. A lot of what happens on IG and also really on Twitter at the same handle, a lot of what happens over there ends up on the show. So, and I already told you guys about Holy Culture Radio. The Holy Culture Radio app is free. It's free. Just hit this QR code on the screen and you can have 24/7 Christian hip hop. You can get put on to so much. And I know you guys know about like the Breakfast Club show, Big Boy show, the Joe Budden podcast, all those things like that. Christian hip hop has that and more. We have at least 20 plus personalities like myself that put on their own show with their own taste, their own style. So you're gonna find your own style. But if you do care to check out my show does air at 6 p.m. On Saturdays. 6 p.m. on Saturdays. And we have a good time. We do interviews. I just love Christian hip hop. So you're gonna get a bunch of Christian hip hop. You're gonna kind of get to know my taste as well. So I think I did all the church announcements. So I think that is all. To all the bots over on X, I appreciate you guys for stopping by and checking out the show. For all the actual humans over here, I guess there's some actual humans on Twitter as well. But for the actual humans here on YouTube, I appreciate you. I didn't have anybody on Twitch. Looks like did not show up. Yeah, it's hard for me to call it X. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I got. I am about to go eat me some food. I got my wrong screen on. Hold on 1 second. I need to get my right thing so I can do my little exit video. That's good enough. All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive.